Risky in what sense?
Well, in terms of where the most concentration would be.
Well, underpants.
Was it the inside seam, the outside seam? What was it adjacent to? I have a whole block of questions on this here. I will discuss all of this with Machakov, but I also need your information.
Well, we applied to the internal one. Well, at least there was application.
Well, imagine underpants.
What you doing?
In what place?
Huh?
The insides. The
Derby
groin.
boy. Derby
Across
boy.
the underpants?
Well, the so-called flap. Seams there, so across the seams.
As you can imagine, Pam, this puts a huge dent in the Kremlin's vociferous denials that the Russian government had anything to do with this. We've heard from the FSB security services, as you mentioned, they're calling it a fake, saying it was designed to make Russian security services look bad. But tomorrow, we're anticipating hearing a little bit more from the Kremlin, which should be interesting, Pam.
And I want to go back to this learning about the fact that they put this nerve agent in the underwear and the underpants. CNN talked to toxicologists about this poisoning. Why the poisoning? Why put the poison in Navalny's underwear?
So we've spoken to a number of experts, and essentially different parts of the body are porous to different degrees, and that area, the crotch area, the groin area, is particularly porous. So it's a natural place for toxicologists to choose. One other fascinating nugget that came up in this discussion, this 45-minute phone call, was the bit where Kudryavtsev talks about his role. His primary role in all this that we know was the cleanup operation. He says that 5 days after Navalny was poisoned, he flew to the city of Omsk. Omsk is where Navalny's flight was diverted to and where he landed and was taken to the hospital there. He went and he took possession of Navalny's clothes to make sure that they were scrubbed clean. Take a listen.
Yes, all is clean.
Visually, it will not be visible. They did not remove, there are no stains on it, nothing?
No, nothing. They're in good condition and clean.
Pants?
There is the same inside area. Perhaps something was left on it too. We washed it off there also. But this is presumably because there is contact with the pants. Perhaps there was something on there too. The pants were also cleansed. They're clean. Everything's fine with them.
I think also what's so striking, Pam, is just the very casual nature of the conversation, talking about using a powerful, internationally prohibited nerve agent on an opposition member. He also seems to imply later in the conversation that the intent was to kill him, that had it not been for the fact that that flight was diverted, that it landed early, he would probably be dead. Pam?
And yet the Russians say that they probably would have finished it if they had been involved in this. All right, Clarissa Ward, thank you very much for your reporting. In black and white, a stunning admission, a major newspaper apologizing for robbing, quote, an entire community of opportunity, dignity, justice, and recognition. We'll talk to the man who wrote the full-page editorial about what's next.
You done?